Here's the harness that connects to the stereo, the head unit. Runs all the way to the back. Plenty of slack. Take you back. Everything's nice and labeled. Take you all the way back to the Hideaway. All right, so here's a kind of a wide angle video of the back here. I wanted to show before I go put in this sound deadening mat here along the back, just to show how I mounted the Hideaway. So nothing new here. In fact, shout out to the user Red Rider on the Maverick truck forums, showing pretty much how he did it. So the same concept here, used elevator bolts, some JB Weld to hold it on. The only difference, I think, is I didn't use a nibbler or anything to take this off. If you bend it back and forth a bunch of times, the wings on both sides, it snaps right off eventually. The metal doesn't have too much memory in it. Pretty clean cut, actually, right after that. But I use these factory bolts here. You can see one here, another guy here, and then there's one kind of down here at the bottom. This guy to help support it while the JB Weld cured. I left it on there for like 2 days, so I have the spare little bucket that I drive around in, so not too bad of an inconvenience. But I used 1/2-inch MDF board. You could see kind of at Home Depot they sell them in 12-inch by maybe like 8 feet. So I just cut a little piece here. You can kind of see how it fits on there. Just kind of a test fit. So you can see kind of the bolt, JB Weld bolt there. The factory one is here, kind of helps, in fact, secure it, just to kind of keep it in place. Then I just kind of put a towel in between here, and when I folded up the seat, just a couple days while it cured. And then once that was all good, I could get it off. Once I got it off, just stack another board on top of it, or under it, I should say. Then you could just drill straight through it. You got your holes lined up. And let me show you just briefly how it goes on. So I'll try to do this one-handed. Probably won't work very well, but let's give it a shot. All right, there we go. So there it is with it on. You could see those elevator bolts are here. Let me put a kind of a nut on there. So that's kind of, you can get the idea where it goes. The other one's there, you can barely see it. Just wrapped it in felt, stapled it on the back, from the fabric store. Nothing crazy at all. This is the 10-inch Hideaway. What else can I point out here? Oh, the harness. Definitely gotta give another shout out to Joel, man. He's the man who put this together. Just really professionally made. Plugs right in here, run it all the way back. I have to just clean up the wires a bit. Not too bad, just tuck them in. But essentially this harness plugs in here. Here's the control for the kind of the bass knob that's in the front. Run both of these guys all the way to the front head unit. There, pop out that AC unit. Just pretty much a couple clips on each side. I'll plug his harness in, run the wire, plug it in, man, you're good to go. So it takes a ton of the work out of it for me, because that's kind of the worst part about doing this from my standpoint. But easy enough, really professionally done. And the harness, I should say, my work's kind of sloppy, but who cares, it's in the back. So it's an XLT hybrid. Oh, the other thing I guess I could point out is the power. So I have the hybrid, so the battery's right under here, so it's a really short run. So snap this guy closed. So down here, you can see this guy here, power. And the bolt's just right on the top. Couldn't be any easier. Pretty much made for it. The ground, I could have found the ground spot closer to the Hideaway, but seeing I was only like less than 2 feet away, I just figured, and I had the bolt there. Nothing else I'm going to mount there. Went straight to the source, I guess, because I'm sure this guy's pretty short. Anyway, haven't noticed anything, but all right, I'll stop talking. Good luck.